Low the Lefty. You're watching the Open Floor. Scripted. By the way, my name is Jada, personal trainer here.
This is Shay. You're watching Low the Lefty. This is the Open Floor.
It's your boy Low the Lefty, and thank you for watching the Open Floor. Get it.
You're watching Low the Lefty here on the Open Floor.
It's your boy Low the Lefty. Welcome back to the Open Floor. You already know what time it is. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero. Great fight. Rolly, you did better than I thought you did, bro. You did a lot better. Rounds 1 through 6, up until he got caught. I see what the scorecards had it, and Gervonta was like, well, I was winning up to that point. No, you was not winning up to that point. You was running up to that point. And Rolly ran into a punch. Let's just call it how I see it. I know you got a lot of people out here that's fans because, you know, Gervonta's a bigger name. And, you know, you got all these other people that was expecting the expected. But Rolly Romero, you did a lot better than what I thought you did. You did do partially what you said you were going to do. No, you didn't get Tank out of there in the first round, but you did have him on his Debo. You know what I'm talking about? On his bike. You felt that power, and he was like, no. You know what I'm saying? And he even admitted after the post fight, he said, yeah, he definitely has power. You know what I'm saying? He felt it. And listen, man, I'm not no hater. I never will. I don't try to hate on anybody. Do your thing. Reporters, media, do your thing. You know, some of y'all need to, I understand you're in a moment and you're in front of a fighter that has a name, and, you know, Errol Spence, for instance, that one of those interviewers caught him after the fight, what have you, and he was holding his baby, what have you, during that scene, and they was asking him some really stupid questions, bro. It's like, oh, so Errol, who's your next fight? When did you and Terrence Crawford go to fight? He said this year. So like November, October, this year. Okay. Are you guys in talks? Really? Really? You're in media. Have you been living under a rock? You know what I'm saying? And you could tell that Errol was getting annoyed. This video is not about Errol, but you could tell he was getting annoyed. I was getting annoyed. I'm like, dude, really? You know what I'm saying? That's all you got. You know. Anyway, Ryan Garcia is crazy though. Ryan Garcia bet 20 on Rolly. You better pay that boy. You better pay Errol his money too, because I pay him his money. You bet 20 bands, and you almost. Man, listen. It's the experience of Tank that got Rolly in trouble. Rolly was not tired. He was not breathing hard. Tank was the one on his bicycle. You know, Rolly had a very good jab that kept Tank kind of off balance. He had a good jab. He had some pretty decent. He had some defense too. He had some good defense. Tank wasn't really landing. He wasn't hitting him. He caught him here and there with a couple shots. He wasn't doing nothing. Okay, let's call it for what we see it. I'll go back and watch the fight again. But from rounds 1 up until he got caught, I had Rolly up on the cards. A couple judges had Tank winning on the cards. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I had you losing. Let's just call it what we see it. You know what I'm saying? People want to just whatever. Y'all like what? Savage. Yeah, but I had Tank losing, man. You know, and I like Tank. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no hater or nothing like that, but I'm not gonna sit here and just because I like a fighter, and you could be one of my favorite fighters or my favorite fighter. If I felt you lost, I'm gonna say you lost. You know what I'm saying? You were losing. And thankfully, your experience, your championship experience, his IQ, let's give him his credit. Let's give Gervonta Tank Davis his credit. You know, everything, his reflexes, he had the right tools to catch Rolly at the right time. At some point during that fight, he was going to catch Rolly. You know, Rolly was starting to get comfortable, and I think he would start seeing like, and you know what? Shout out to Rolly for his composure. But somebody who's never been under the lights, that's talked all up to the moment that he's talked. Okay, he kept a really good demeanor. He kept good composure. I mean, even going up to the fight, you know what I'm saying? It was starting to look good for him. It was looking good for him. You know what I'm saying? And Raleigh, man, you ain't got nothing to hold your head down about. You got caught with a good shot, bro. You know, somebody who doesn't have the background, you know, not making excuses, but somebody who hasn't had the background, amateur background, started late. I think he say started boxing when he was 17 years old. You know, he just don't have, you know, experience was going to kick in at some point. If he didn't knock Tank out, that's all he had was a puncher's chance. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't knock Tank out, you know, you got what you got. You know, and it was going to happen at some point in the fight. The experience of Tank was going to take over, you know, the later the fight went, you know, because at some point, if you're a person and you're not experienced and you have an advantage where a puncher's chance and you're in there with somebody who's just, you know, just on another level, it's just better. It's just on another level. Not saying that Raleigh had no business in there with him, because round 1 through 6, looked like he belonged there. And just because he got caught, his experience is what got him caught. You know, they referenced Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez when Pacquiao ran into that punch. When Pacquiao ran into that punch and it put him to sleep. And Pacquiao had way more experience than Raleigh. So it was a great fight. Raleigh Rolando Romero, you have nothing to hold your head down about. Stay up, champ. This is the open floor. It's your boy Lo the Lefty. I'll be back with another one. Boy.